It hit 95 degrees in this village, and the women who live here did not seem to notice. No sweat, no crease mess by noon, no outfit that gave up before they did. The tourists were wilting inside an hour. The women who live here were not. And it is not skin, and it is not money. It is 6 outfits they reach for on repeat. The ones that beat the heat and still look like something. I spent a week here working out exactly what they are. Here they are. The first is the one I saw on nearly every woman there, and everything else builds on it. Wide leg linen trousers, a white tee, a straw basket, flat sandals. That's it. And it beat every fussier outfit in that heat. The trick is the cut. The trousers are loose enough that they never touch the leg, so the air moves straight through while you walk. Coming up from the station, the women in this looked untouched, while the tourists in tight black were already done. This is the heat uniform. And yes, it is plain, that is the entire point. Plain, loose and cooler than anything trying harder. Want the same idea a little sharper? Swap the drawstring for a pleated front linen trouser in stone, high-waisted, pressed down the leg. Same white tee, but tuck it this time. A cognac leather belt, flat cognac slides, and the exact same uniform reads dressed enough for lunch anywhere. On the days you want your arms covered, keep the ivory trousers and add an oversized ecru linen shirt, worn open over a white tank, sleeves rolled to the elbow. Same cool loose base, with a layer that takes the sun off your shoulders and adds nothing to the heat. I did not arrive looking like any of that, by the way. I came off the train from Milan, 4 hours, no air, and stepped onto the platform, a creased, damp mess. A woman near me, easily 70, stepped off the same train in cream linen and flat sandals, cool as anything. Same train. Same heat. The only difference was what she put on that morning. So I paid attention all week and copied the rest. The second sounds wrong and works anyway. A long charcoal linen dress, sleeveless, with a loose white shirt thrown open over the top. More fabric in this heat? That is the trick. The long loose layer keeps the sun off your skin and lets the air move underneath, so you stay cooler covered than bare. For the evening version, take a deep navy linen maxi and layer a long oatmeal linen waistcoat over it, open instead of the shirt. Same covered, cool logic, but the waistcoat draws a straight line down the front, a little more polished for dinner, still nothing tight. Or keep it warmer altogether, a camel linen column dress with an ecru shirt thrown over, cognac sandals, gold at the ears. Long, loose, covered, but the whole thing glows instead of going severe, which suits most skin past 40 better than hard black. The third you already own, and you have been right to keep it. A navy Breton stripe, sleeves pushed up, with plain trousers. If you have hung onto a striped top through every trend and refused to bin it, good. It was never going anywhere. Down by the boats, it is basically the local uniform, and here is why it works. One stripe pulls the whole outfit together. Keep everything else plain, and that single stripe is the thing people's eyes land on across the harbor. Sleeves to the elbow, small gold hoops done. This is the single stripe anchor. Quick thing before the next 3. I put all 6 of these on one page you can screenshot and pack. The Italian summer edit. Every piece, every pairing, one sheet. It is free in the description. And let me say this because the clothes are only half of it. That train from Milan is 4 hours, and most of it you wonder why you bothered. Then it comes out of a tunnel and Manarola is just there. Houses stacked up the cliff in colors no postcard gets right. Water, So clear, it looks lit from below. After 4 hours in that heat, it is close to a miracle. Tiny streets, the food, the whole place like a fairy tale, nobody warned you was real. If you ever get the chance, go. And pack properly, which is where we were. The fourth gets your legs out without looking like the beach. Which matters here, because you are always climbing. Tailored linen shorts cut long with a proper waistband. A linen waistcoat on top, buttoned up as the top itself. Flat sandals, a small leather bag. Shorts look grown up, the second one piece near them has structure. And the waistcoat is that piece. It gives a clean straight line. So bare legs, red as a choice, not a heat surrender. On all those stairs to the top of the village, this was the one that moved with me. This is the structured bare leg. The fifth looks like effort and takes none. White on white. An ivory skirt with a bit of swing and a clean white tee. Straw basket, flat sandals, a thin gold chain. All white does something in this light. It throws the sun back instead of soaking it up, so you look cool and lit, not heavy. Against the pale walls at midday, a woman in all white does not vanish. She glows. One tip, let the skirt have some texture against the plain tee, so it reads considered, not flat. This is the ivory lift. The last is for the evening, or any day your brain is done. One linen shirt dress, stone or navy, belt tied at the waist, flat sandals, a straw tote, sunglasses. Done. If your instinct on a brutal day is to grab one dress and stop thinking, you were right. A shirt dress beats a sundress because it has bones, a collar, a waist, a proper shape. That is the whole gap between dressed and undressed for the heat. This is the one decision dress. One last thing, an unfashionable opinion, and the thread under all six. I dress for comfort first, always, and more so abroad, loose over tight nearly every time. Manarola is all up and down. You climb, you drop, you are warm in minutes. And tight clothes fight you the whole way. Loose ones just move with you. For dinner, sure. Reach for the polished version. The shirt dress, the charcoal. But relaxed is the default, not the exception. And the part I mean most. Far from home, nobody is scoring what you wore. So I stop performing. I stop wondering what anyone thinks. And I actually look at the place instead of managing how I look in it. That is not a green light for cutoffs and heels on a cliff path. It is permission to stop fighting yourself and enjoy where you are. What I actually pack for a trip like this is its own video. Up in the corner and pinned below, 6 outfits, 1 suitcase. Everyone built to survive a real day in real heat and still look like you meant it. None of it costs a fortune. It is a few loose, plain pieces and the nerve to keep them simple. The woman who looks untouched at 95 degrees is not tougher than you. She just stopped fighting the heat and started dressing for it. Do that once, and the hottest day of the trip becomes the one you look best on.